So, part 5. This will be my last one, I promise. What I wanted to say is that a theist life, and I know from living it for a while, I wasn't living it for many years, but I lived it. I probably didn't live it to the most extreme, like speaking in tongues and shit like that, but I was around people like this for years, and I saw their hatred, their evil, their bullshit, and at that time it fucking disgusted me, and it does to this day still, and I couldn't put my finger on why it did, you know. They were up there chanting about how people should be killed like gays and whatnot, and the Jews are an inferior people because they killed Christ. Now, statements like that fucking sickened me. But I just felt that it was, you know, that there was something wrong with me, you know. That something was wrong with me for feeling that way. I need to accept their bigotry and all that. And it made me kind of pissed off myself and other things that went into it, like that. I was going through a breakup with this girl, and every kind of stupid thing that I said went back to this girl. And at the same time, I wanted to be part of the club. I wanted to be part of the group. It fucking deeply disturbed me anyway. I mean, it fucking sickened me every time I said something or they said something. It fucked me up. It fucking... I couldn't understand how it turned out so wrong. I'm still convinced that there was something wrong with me. What was so fucking wrong with me, you know? How could I think this way? Or why can't I just be part of the whole bigotry movement, you know? Why can't I be a good bigot? How can I learn from this experience to be a better bigot, you know? And I finally came to the realization that there was nothing wrong with me. There was something wrong with these fucking people. As I stepped back away from it, if you step back away from things and watch it from the outside as a non-participant, you can kind of see how things really are, because you have no emotional stake in it. That was George Carlin's whole thing. The reason I don't get into politics is because I have no investment in it. I just want to see how it all turns out. I know it's all going to turn out fucking badly either way. But I don't... I just want to watch, you know? I just want to watch while the whole house of cards just comes fucking tumbling down. I don't give a fuck who wins or who's got my better interest, because from watching it for so long, I know none of them's got my best interest. That's the problem with Republicans are evil fucks, but they get shit done. Democrats have these great ideas and say they are kind-caring people, but they say, or at least they say they are, but at the same time they're fucking, you know, they drag their feet. They're like, it's kind of like that bully in high school, like the Republican Party is this big bully who's got the evilest, fucking craziest bullshit ideas, you know, but he can get shit done. And Democrats are like that little kid with the glasses who's always getting the shit kicked out of him by the bully so he can take his lunch money. And I see that from stepping outside. If I was a Democrat, I would get this delusionary theory that Barack Obama's going to make some sort of change, or that I was, you know, I was on the winning team, you know, or some crazy bullshit. And me, I step back and I'm like, nobody's going to do anything. You know, I watch and I see that they're just going to fucking, it's a never-ending cycle that they're just going to keep continuing. You know, let's just hope that one doesn't go truly fucking insane and start making himself emperor or something and turn us all into some sort of weird theocracy. Because I think that'd be about the time I'd be ready to leave this fucking country. That's the only good thing I can say about America. The only thing I love is that I can say whatever the fuck I want, and nobody can stop me. They can't do a fucking thing. My girlfriend, she's always so fucking convinced that somebody's gonna come here and fucking kick my ass or something, or somebody that I know is gonna kick my ass for what I said. Now, at the same time, I don't want anybody to kick my ass. I don't want anybody to kill me, but it's never gonna fucking happen, alright? Nobody's gonna waste their time trying to kill me or beat my ass or something because of what I said. They might talk some shit about, oh, you shouldn't say that, I'll fucking kick your ass. What you say to people like that is, alright, do it. Now, 9 times out of 10, they don't do shit, but that 10th time, they might do something, and if they did, that's one of the consequences of saying what I say. Is it going to stop me from saying what I say? Fuck no. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to say how I think, how I feel. I'm not going to keep it all trapped inside. That's my point, really, about why atheism is so beautiful. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Within reason, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can dye my hair blue and get tattoos. I can fucking do anything I want without worrying about what the fucking invisible man thinks, or what the Christians think, because it's not their fucking business. It's nobody's fucking business what I want to do but me. I can have my own thoughts and feelings and ideas and not have to feel guilty about a fucking a demon in some sort of lake of fire under the ground gonna get me, and hell, I'm living happily. The only time that I remember being very depressed as a kid, just fucking very pissed off and depressed. I got pissed off because I was depressed about dealing with all the bullshit, and especially when I was religious, about how the few passages that I did read when I was a Christian of the Bible, I got so scared that God was going to get me, that I was going to hell and all this. And had I continued, I could have been really fucked up. I probably would have, been one of those fucking crazy abortion killers or abortion doctor killers or something. Get in my head that, God wants me to shoot this guy because he helps, women deal with something that they don't want to deal with. And the same token with suicide, too. Suicide, I'm sure if I would have been a Christian, I would have hung myself by now, thinking, going all fucking nuts, thinking I was a bad person going to hell. Because I had some fucked up thoughts. Well, not fucked up by my standards, but fucked up by Christian standards when I was a Christian. I found women attractive and whatnot, and I found, I was like, oh, yeah, she looks good and everything. But then I'd get immediately guilty. Oh, shit, the invisible man's gonna get me. No, don't think, don't, bad, It was just fucking stupid and ludicrous. Now, I don't particularly think of women that way today, but, I'm not really focused on women right now. I'm focused on reading and doing YouTube videos and shit like that and going to work. But if I wanted to, I could, and I wouldn't have to feel guilty about it, and that's very beautiful. I'm intellectually free. There's no chains around my hands clasping them together, and there's no chain around my mind to get to think about this shit. I don't do chants or daily prayers. I read the Bible, but I read it, as a kind of a reference guide to the insane, the laments of the insane. But yeah, I'm free. I'm not beaten down by all this fucking nonsense anymore. And it has kind of made me a better person in some ways, and maybe one day I will care more about people. Right now I don't give a... I care when people die in horrible fucking natural disasters and catastrophes and shit, but I don't care when you hear of some dude getting shot in a fucking, like, cops have a shootout with a dude who was shooting back at them. And they're like, oh, well, what a horrible tragedy, or when people die in war and shit, like the beheadings that were in Iraq. But anyway, maybe I will be one day. But anyway, that's the end of this. So, peace.